Welcome back, guys, to a new video. Today we're going to discuss why having an ISTQB certification is actually a smart career move. And if you've been the type who's been told that this certification is pointless and meaningless and waste of time, money, this is the video for you. And this is actually very fun to make, so I hope you do enjoy it. Now, without further ado, let's just jump into it. Now, a few days ago, there was this one comment where someone's colleagues have told someone that it's not a good idea to have ISTQB certification or to take it if you have 3+ years of experience, that basically it's not necessary at all. And so I thought, you know what? I've been getting these comments a lot lately. Is it worth it? And so on. So I'm just gonna address it. And of course, by the title, you can tell that this is gonna be sort of a positive video, but you will understand once we get into it a little bit more. Now, in order for you to understand if it's a smart career move or not for you, we first have to start with asking few specific questions. These questions will help you establish if it's actually something that you're gonna need and if it's something that is worth for you in your career. So first question you should be asking yourself, if your colleagues keep telling you that it's worthless and meaningless, whatever, are these colleagues in a place where you would see yourself in 2, 3, 5 years? Do they prefer comfort, or do they prefer career growth? Are they looking for opportunities? Or are they just comfortable and lazy, or they're not really interested in growing themselves at all? I feel like this is the first question in any case. If someone is giving you an opinion, either you should be listening to them or not. Is it really valuable to you and your path? Obviously, you should take into consideration you have your own path to take and they have their own. You shouldn't always be listening to everyone else's opinion. Otherwise, how will you be able to take your path? It then becomes a mix of everyone else's opinions and you lose yourself in the process of it. This may be a little controversial though, what I'm discussing today. If it is, I'm sorry, but this is the only way how you will be able to answer this question yourself. Next is, how can anyone really tell by 100% certainty that they didn't get a job just because they had the certification? Later in this video, we'll jump into actually checking for job applications who actually require it. But before that, if you don't go and ask your new boss, what was the reason why you got the job? Was it because you were qualified or many other things? How can you actually be 100% sure that it will not play a role in you getting a job? And so, you should be asking this question. How can you actually know if you don't and ask these questions to your boss every time you get hired? If you do, that's great. You know why you get hired and you know what to improve on. So that's good. But ask this question, and if you know the answer or if you can't really be sure by the answer, another valid point in my opinion, do you know how it will play out in other future prospects or possibilities that you will be offered? Do you know, once again, if it will play a role or it will not? Because in my opinion, the investment in getting an ISTQB foundation, it's simple math and it's ridiculous not to even do it. The price is like $245 or $211 something if you do it remotely. It takes around maximum 2-week preps if you don't know anything, and you get the certification. It's a 45-minute exam. It's the math, I don't know how it cannot be useful to someone. I have told this before, but I have personally been contacted only because I have this certification 2 times already, actually 1 time recently. Someone just wanted to use me because of my certification and because government procurements require it if you want to participate in the bidding wars that they either will get the project or will not. It's a requirement from the government to have it. So even if I'm a good QA or not a good QA, I don't think that it really mattered the first time that I was offered to be participating in procurements. They just really wanted to use me because of my certification, literally only because of that reason. So the investment itself is only $245, but it can give you a job opportunity that will, reap much more rewards than those $240 that you invested and a little bit of time studying. So again, the math, I don't know, how can you even compete with this math? It's not that expensive. It's not like a $6,000 bootcamp that you have to do for, 10 plus weeks, right? You can do the exam over and over again if you fail, or you can even do it in 2 days if you already know the answers. So I don't know, the math, it's pretty simple there. And so does the price of the future possibilities really outweigh everything that you have to do for the prep? The price, the time, the exam itself? Do you really know that it will not play a role in you getting a chance in the future? There may be places where they do give you advantages because of it. And I'm not talking only about Europe, by the way. Before this video, I did check the US market and European market. So I can positively say that both of these require ISTQBs in some of the roles if you want to participate in them, or they will give you advantages. In most of them, actually, there's advantages that it will give you. So guys, we do have to jump in my computer to actually show you what I meant and to show you that there's a lot of job offers that do give you advantage with this certification. And so let's just hop into my computer and check out these job offers, okay? Okay guys, we have jumped into my computer right now and we are gonna check out the job listings that I just told you about and the job listings that do take ISTQB as an advantage. And I just want to prove to you that there are a lot of job listings out there that do actually give you advantages, and let's just jump in and check out. So guys, I'm gonna make this thing smaller. Now, these are European market ISTQB job listings. So these are the job listings that have ISTQB mentioned in their job posting. Here's an example. ISTQB Foundation certification is actually a must for, what is it? Mid-senior. Let's gonna check out NordVPN. There's a job listing right here. And if we get up there, bonus point for ISTQB Foundation certification, as I told you. Now we are gonna jump in. Let's check out for more, maybe a senior role. This was like a media role. This was the previous one that I showed you. And we have as well some, for example, functional team, Barcelona. Okay, it's in Spanish, but favors ISTQB. I'm not fluent in Spanish, but I can tell that this is a bonus, or what is it, a requirement? Do we have? YU? Yes. So, test engineer, Brussels. Oh, it's in Brussels language. Again, ISTQB, you are in possession of an ISTQB or willing to obtain it. Awesome. Another thing, guys, a lot of companies actually do offer you getting certifications and they pay for them. So it's actually also a great way if you can do it through a company and you don't have to pay for it. It's a great way to just skill up and possibly use it for a different job later on. Another one, ISTQB certification will be appreciated. Okay, so I think you get the gist. There's like 2,000 listings with roles that have ISTQB in here, and it's in LinkedIn. You can check out for yourself. There's 2,000 plus roles asking for ISTQB in European Union. Now, that's a lot of job opportunities that you may have only because of this certification. Oh, sorry. I'm getting too excited about this topic. So now we are going to check out the USA market, and still there's going to be a lot of listings there that do ask for ISTQB or give an advantage if you have it. So I thought we should check out the US market since I have a lot of USA followers here. So right now it states that there's 517 jobs in the United States that have ISTQB in their job description. So guys, 517 possibilities where ISTQB could give you an advantage, and possibly to a place where you would actually love to work. Yeah, it's a great statistics that you have, and it, weeds out a lot of other people who don't have it. Just saying. So right now, let's check out some roles. For example, this one, software QA tester. Or did something die here? I'm sorry. Why is it not working? Oh. Okay, let's take this one, tester Selenium. So ISTQB certification or other relevant. So this is preferred qualification, guys. Just saying. We have another one in Charlotte. So certification is a plus. Awesome. It's a plus, guys. Then let's check out QA engineer. I'm gonna try to hit for more senior roles. Oh, there's a lot of advantages if you have a lot of these certifications. So awesome. Software tester, ClearPoint, ISTQB, relevant areas, preferred qualifications. Again, of course, there's other certifications as well. But yeah, we're focusing on ISTQB today. Senior QA analyst in Salt Lake City, Utah. Relevant QA certifications. Guys, again, required qualifications, even for a senior role. Senior, see? So let's check out another one, and I guess you've already get the point, but senior application testing specialist for Springfield. So here as well, certification are a plus. Yes. Also senior roles, a lot of them here. Senior QA analyst again. So there's a lot of senior roles who give you are preferred if you have the certifications. So once again, guys, what is really the downside in having the certification? I know there are some, of course, you do have to pay it, but if you can do it through a company and it helps you upskill, again, you can get the certification that way, or still $240 versus all the bootcamp prices that you get elsewhere. I don't really see what's the minus in that. And yes, this video does sound like I'm preaching the ISTQB. It's just because the math just makes sense to have it comparing to not having it. You saw how many job listings we have in Europe and in the United States, how many places you would have preference, your resume would have advantages to other people there applying. So also, if you later on want to, have the foundation level, after you pass the foundation level, you want to do manager certification, you do have to have the foundation level anyways. So if you want to upskill later on, you are already one step closer to it. I hope you enjoyed this video. This sounds like a little bit like a rant, but it's not. It's just I'm trying to give you options and try to understand what questions to ask to truly understand if it's necessary for you or not. It's also all right if you don't take it. I'm just trying to show you that there's a lot of advantages in having it in general. That's it. I hope you enjoyed my video. Also, hitting the like button and subscribe really does help my channel. It helps the videos go out to much larger audience, and I really do try to give my best advice in these videos and everything. I don't really hold back on my knowledge that I have. So I really do appreciate you if you would hit that like button, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.